Hello, this is Dr. Jahnavi. In the previous two videos, we spoke about stress and stressors. In this video, we are going to talk about the effects of stress on the body. Now, stress does not only affect the mind, it affects the body also. And this response of the stress to the body is called general adaptation syndrome. Now, it has three stages. The first stage is called as the alarm stage. For example, if you have to give a presentation at work, this creates a fight or flight response and helps you cope with that acute stress at that time. This is moderated by the sympathetic nervous system. Imagine if this stress continues and you have been given a project for a couple of months where you have to do a lot of presentations. What happens is the brain secretes a hormone called as the ACTH or adrenocorticotropic hormone, which in turn acts on the adrenal glands to produce a stress hormone that is called as cortisol. Now what cortisol does is it produces fuel. It uses proteins and fats to make fuel so that your body can respond or cope with the stress. Cortisol obviously is thought of as a villain, as a bad hormone. But during this stress, it helps your body to adaptively cope with the stress at that time. But as a lot of everything is not good, there are certain limits to certain things. The continued stress causes continued production of cortisol, which continues the use of proteins and fats as fuel. Now, making fuel is not the only work that the proteins do. They are essential for other bodily functions also. They are the building blocks of the body and they are important in making WBCs, which are the white blood cells and which are important in immunity. Now, imagine the stress lasts longer. As the stress goes longer, the cortisol production becomes longer. The proteins are utilized for making fuel, so less amount of proteins are available to make the WBCs, and that reduces the immunity of the body. Now imagine that this work stress continues for years together. Body reaches a state of exhaustion. Body starts depicting signs of wear and tear. Now with this wear and tear comes lot of other symptoms, like there can be a difficulty in sleeping, a headache and dizziness, muscle tension, chest pain, body aches and pains, gastritis and sexual dysfunction. Now often people with chronic stress try to manage it by having unhealthy behaviors like overeating, drinking, smoking, or doing hard drugs. Now, as we have realized, stress does not only affect the mind, it affects the body also. But in certain situations, we cannot change the stress or the stressors. All we can do is change our coping to the stress. So, how can we do it? So, here at Elda, we want to help you cope with the stressors better. So just follow the tips and tricks which will help you cope with the stress. Thank you.